U.S. Defense Secretary James Mattis arrived in Seoul this morning and was at the North Korean border, the DMZ, with his South Korean counterpart, Young-moo. Mattis took the opportunity to stress the importance of denuclearizing the regime. For more information, we connect live on the phone with our Lee Un-shin. Un-shin?
Hey, Dan. So, U.S. Secretary of Defense James Mattis arrived in Seoul early Friday for his second visit as Pentagon chief. A little over an hour ago, Mattis toured the frontline units and gave a strong message towards North Korea. He said that the Allies' goal is not war, but rather the complete, verifiable, and irreversible denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. The U.S. Defense Chief's visit comes as South Korea and the U.S. are scheduled to hold their annual Security Consultative Meeting in Seoul on Saturday, a day after the Allies' military committee meeting. The MCM is currently being held at the ministry and is led by the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the two allies, of course, General Chung Kyung-do and General Joseph Dunford. We're now awaiting the details of that meeting and is expected to end in about 2 hours. Seoul's defense ministers Young-moo and Mattis will hold their official talks at the SCM on Saturday. The allies plan to have in-depth discussions on enhancing extended deterrence against North Korea's ever-expanding nuclear and ballistic missile threats. They're also expected to discuss alliance policies, including the early transfer of wartime operational control from Washington to Seoul, which is one of the key goals of the Moon Jae-in administration. The annual meetings are the allies' top military consultation channels. However, this year's talks mark the first since President Moon and Trump took office. Minister Song met with Mattis on the sidelines of the ASEAN Defense Ministers Meeting Plus in the Philippines earlier this week. They held their first face-to-face at the Pentagon in August. Back to you, Dan.